Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Yakko Capital, where we look at BSV all the time, every time. Let's go. It's been a while since I made some videos. We went through pretty much hell in the past, 2, 3 months. I've just been busy. I got some food manufacturing business that I'm doing right now. It's falafel. It's falafels for restaurants and retailers. So if you want more info on that, just drop me a message or something. We are located in the Toronto area, the GTA area. So if anybody out there in around the area, hit me up. So what I want to talk about is the price on Bitcoin SV against BTC SegWit BS coin. Okay. And what's interesting is what's happened in the previous month. So if we go to the monthly chart right now, and we look over here, so let's get rid of that. So this is the Bitcoin versus SegWit coin, as some call it. And what's interesting is if we zoom in to this area right here, so let's pause this. And if you look right here, so this is the month of June on here. We're in currently July. And something to keep in mind is whenever you see like a beginning of the month or end of the month, you'll usually see like a wick in one direction and then come back down in the other direction. So this month you'll see a wick in one direction and then it'll bounce back up and it might even close above. And here's what I'm going to talk about. So pay attention. Last month in June, we didn't even the wick barely went down, right? Start of the month, wick went down. And then this month closed it engulfed not only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And passing also the 8th all the way to October. Okay? And what's important is that it even touched, like the height of it, even touched the wicks in August 2021. So this is very important what happened. And it's not just on the BSV side, it's also on the SegWit side because of BTC crashing. So BSV taking a lot of market right there. Okay. So it's important to look at here the when we first came down, we first broke down. We were in these coins right here, right? And June just went and just demolished all these previous months. So this is the whole year up until January. Okay, as you can see, it's January right there, 2022. And it passed that for December and November, passing the open of October, hitting into September, and also touching the wicks of the August 2021, which is huge. This is very important. And so what's happening now is that since it engulfed like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months, it engulfed 7 months and it just swallowed all of them, which takes us back to 2021 November. And then you have July, which opened up going downwards, and now it's retracing back up. It didn't even hit 50% of the way, right? So you have a wick that came down for July, and now it's going back up. And if we zoom in the weekly, here's the month of June that happened. I think it was in the beginning of the end of the second week, beginning of the third week. So let's pull out some, I don't know, dates. I want some dates. So let's just do a vertical line. So this is May, June. This is the first June right here, right? Right there. Okay. And then you have June, so the second week. So this is the first week of June. This is the second week of June. Or third week, however you want to do it. And it just went wild. And then you have the third, fourth week of June. And then June 21st, it starts, it's 7 days. So it gets into July. And then here's July 4th. And it goes down and it starts a doji or whatever. And now it's pushing back up. So I feel like, or I think I see a pop upwards. Okay, it's not gonna look like that squiggly line, but it's gonna be something like that. It's just gonna go boom. Okay, and we're probably looking at, I don't know, just closing a lot of the months here. And if we go daily time, what you'll see here is that, let's adjust this to auto. And here's the June 1st. Starts off, makes that wick, as I said. Remember how I said it in the month? It makes a little wick. It makes a little wick right there. You see that? And there's your June. Okay, it makes that little wick. So May ends on the 31st, and there's June right there. Okay, makes that little wick, and then all you see is it's just going up. And it just closes so many months. 6 months. Closes past November, and then into the wicks of September and August. Okay, in the body of October of other candles. And now it comes down. I always use a 130 EMA. It just works for me. Look at that. I mean, any EMA, any simple move manager works for anybody. It just works from my point of view. I like the 130 EMA. It's not 200 and it's not 100, so it works well for me. And then you have June ending right about around here. Okay, June 30th. And then July starts. So what's July doing is that if we do a Fibonacci, this is what I'm talking about with the 50% earlier. And that's the wick. Okay, that's hitting the wick of it. And if you go to the close, which would be June 30th, that's basically the body. Okay, so if we're looking at this in the monthly point of view, I've basically just highlighted the body. Okay, the body of July. And what I'm talking about is this wick didn't even reach 50% of the body. You see that? Pull that out here so everyone can see it. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Is that the body, even if I bring this lower a little bit. So the body of July, June, when July opened, the wick only went to 0.618, or if you reverse it, it went to 0.382, which means there's a lot of momentum going back up, and it is going back up right now. Okay, just be aware of that this might close above. Nothing goes in a straight line, so we might get 2-3 months going up, and then some down. So, but everything goes in a zigzag, right? Always. So just like it happened here, nothing goes up forever. So it comes down, and now it's starting to make this candle, which is engulfing 1, 2, and 3. All right. This other week engulfed. Let's see here. It engulfed. How many days is that? So that's already 27 weeks. And you look here, it engulfed, what's it called? 27, 28, 29. Actually more. It's all the way 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Because that's what we're looking at. Okay? 34 weeks, even more maybe, if we look at the wicks, right? So just be aware of that. Something is going on, and hopefully it'll all work out. We've been in this crap hole here for a long time, and things are looking better. So I'll try to make more videos if I have time, but I just wanted everyone to notice that we are moving in a positive direction. And zooming out, that's where we're at right now. We've flipped over the 130. Remember I told you the 130? Look how nicely it hugs. From my view, I don't care what you use, what you want to use. From my point of view, it's an EMA, and it works on open, high, low, and close, all 4 of the candles. So it gets all the data, and it does a 130. I just like it. And it works with my RSI close, and that's what it is. So it's looking like it bounced off of it. And usually when it bounces on it, like under it, it bounces back, but we have a divergence here. So even if and we've been talking about this divergence for ages, even if we have, what's it called? Like this was going down and over here we were going up, like, and over here they're just going higher and higher. Okay. So, and on top of that, now that you can see the MACD and stuff, like this was oversold here on the RSI, and then it dropped a little bit and it's half. So we're switching from this side of the RSI, the oversold, to the overbought, and we're going to maintain in there. So just look out for that. And then if we look at the BSV USD, which I have two of them here because they're all different. Again, let's look at the monthly. We did close. I believe we closed 55.58, the lowest part, 55.58. And these were 56. And these were 56s, the bodies, not the wicks, the bodies. And these were 55.558. So we did close below. We did form a little doji here, or a star, and we're switching back. I don't know the names of the candles. I haven't looked into it in ages. I just know what's important. I don't know the names. And let's see if we have a few more days before we can see if this engulfs May 22 in with this month of July. Let's see if it engulfs this one and start heading back up. But it's always a fight. If we go in the weekly, again, it's just moving along. It's fine. It's not a big deal. And you can see here that the divergence is very important to look at when you see that this is a low. Let me draw it. It's easier to see it when you draw it. Looking like that. And this is weekly, so this is huge, okay? This is important because the bigger the time frame is, the more important. And that's what we have. And look at the arrow I drew before. It was already there from a long time ago. As this is going lower, the MACD is changing up. So beware of that. And let's see here. And we're going to go to daily. Daily, let's go auto. I don't do logarithmic anymore. It messes with my mind too much. I can't do logarithmic anymore. I used to like it when I first found out about it with TradingView came out, but it just drives me crazy because it doesn't show you the truth. And big numbers matter more than little numbers, so I don't want to skew everything, right? Same with here. As it's coming down, this was going up, even here. Coming down, and here I drew this aerial going up. And now MACD has turned on this side, and it's hitting the EMA 130. So let's see what happens. It hit it here last time. It bounced right back off it. Here, hover over it. So as soon as you start seeing little things like this, that means next time is going to be more and more lingering. Eventually, the 130 is not going to be a resistance, but a support. So I'm looking for something that's going to happen maybe over time, maybe drop and then start bouncing over the what's it called, the 130 EMA or EMA 130, right? And it'll go something like that. So we'll see what happens. I just want to give an update. Market's looking good. BSV is doing great. Everything's moving well. It just takes time. And we'll see. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.